my name is Boo Bear, and I am the owner of Baddie Bear, and I am a small artist with a small business that should be opening back up soon. Welcome to today's Speedpaint. I am drawing my original character, Baddie Bunny. She is someone who I first drew years ago when I first wanted to start my art journey / small business journey, and she's called Baddie Bunny because Baddie Bear, and I wanted to make the baddies, which is anime, all like my anime girls and different things representing different people. She kind of like has traits of me. In my old friend group, I used to have a nickname called Bunny because Playboy Bunny, and it like fit me and everything. Even though I go by Boo Bear online, Bunny was that. And so when I originally drew her, I kept that in mind. So she's kind of like a little sexy dark bunny girl with like a pink bob cut and like long floppy ears. I know most people do like the ears up, but I really like the look of like the long floppy ears. So that's what she has. It's kind of funny because I keep forgetting like little aspects. Like I still forgot to put her whiskers in, and I kind of wanted that. But now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, damn, I still didn't even put whiskers on her, or still didn't give her her mole. And these are things I really need to make a character sheet for, because I want to make my own art book. And my first art book I want to make is the Baddie Bunny Volume 1 art book, and Volume 2 is going to be like Demon Baddie. I just think it'd be so cute. So it's going to be like a bunch of sketches and a bunch of illustrations of her, and obviously like a good character sheet that I actually need to go by. But most of her basis is still there. Obviously like the floppy ears, the blue eyes, the bob cut, the pink hair, dark skin, like that's Baddie Bunny right there. And even in this, she has like her tennis skirt. This is kind of like a seducing looking cute pose, like it's kind of seductive, and I really do like this pose. One disclaimer I'm gonna give: my file got corrupted in the making this artwork, which really sucked. Okay, so you're gonna see the hand change quite a bit. I think I had to redo the line art at least 3 times, which is crazy because, well, first time I didn't like it, second time the file got corrupted, so I had to do it again, and then the third time it's just like changing the hand. So I redid this line art. You'll see me like redo the line art. Also, the mouth is giving me issues. I know some basics when it comes to anatomy and with like skulls, but like sometimes trying to imagine that is a little harder. But I do know it's supposed to be on a rounder base. I did eventually get it together. Okay, you'll see the hair change like later on. The hair isn't like this hair was just super flat, and I was like, it's something wrong with it, and I couldn't put my finger on it. So I did redo the hair towards the end. So sorry, but also sorry if this video is super choppy and it seems like it's just like, okay, like we're working on line art and the next it flies to somewhere else, because I did some of this on Twitch and I use my VTuber model for when I do this. Instead of showing myself, I use my VTuber model, and my VTuber model takes up like a little bit of the screen, and I didn't know like a good way to try to edit that down to try to show you guys. So I just got what I got when I worked by myself. And my thing is, when I worked by myself, this was still 19 hours worth of footage. 19 hours worth of footage, and I tried to put it all down into 25 minutes. So, which I think I deserve a round of applause, okay? Because that's a lot. That's a feat. But yeah, you'll see me like redo this hand, and I'm actually really proud about the end result of the hand. It's very different from what the sketch was, and how I kind of like work about doing the hand is, even if my line art is done, I'll make a separate layer, lower the opacity of my line art, do another sketch layer for the hand, and then turn up my line art and work on that, and turn down that sketch layer. So I do that a couple times. Even if like the work was almost done or colored in, I just have to like get rid of that coloring and fix everything else. But so if you see like some things change or some things look different, that's kind of why. Plus my file got corrupt, like around this point right now in the video, my file got corrupted. So that's kind of like, which kind of sucked. I was so upset for, I was fucked up for the day, okay? I was fucked up for the day. And my fiance like talked me into continuing because I swear to God, I was not gonna finish. I wasn't gonna fucking finish. I was so mad. But I did finish because I was just coming out of an art block, okay? I hate this. When you're a small business and your business is based around your art, you kind of can't have art block. Like, you're not supposed to have art. You gotta kind of like push through. I couldn't push through. It was a lot going on around that time. And now here we are. I'm trying to reopen back up my shop and really work on art and all these other things. And that had happened. Oh my God. I was so over it. But luckily, I pushed through. I got this artwork done and I am absolutely in love. I love how it turned out. Like I said, I want to make this for a part of an art book and also like make sketches and stuff like that. So I think today, because I want to try to draw as much as I can. Now I'm going to work on sketches. Then tomorrow, since I want to open up my art shop in July, in mid-July, I want to work on like more stickers, stuff like that to really bring in. And to also bring in, I am working on a digital planner for her, because in the hopes of getting my life back on track and to do better this time, is to plan out and actually schedule, which has actually been helping, especially with my Japanese learning. Because since this is like a new brought up channel, because okay, let me box. I have a small business channel that I've had for a minute now, and I have a little more subscribers on there. I have like 300 subscribers on there, and I've mostly been sharing like my art and small business on there. But I do know some people just want to see art and do not want to see the small business aspect. And some people just kind of care a little more about the small business aspect. I know some people can mix it, like Julian Doodles. She mixes very well. Like, she does them both. And I wish I can get that. But with my style and how I kind of work off of, because she does like stationery stuff and everything along those lines, I want to hit more towards fashion and still like my art prints and some stickers and stuff like that. But I do know I want to hit towards clothes wise. It's just kind of hard, that, and then like sometimes I do candles because I have anime inspired candles I used to sell, or I still sell. It's just stuff like that. Like I couldn't get a good mix for myself, but if I can separate my art channel from my business channel, it feels so much better. And with my art channel, I can just sit here, talk. I don't really gotta do much because I already did the hard work of like the art, and just talk to you guys. If this is something like you like, let me know. Or if you prefer art video with just music, please comment below that. I really want to know, like, what do you guys like when you come to like art videos like this. Just to let you know, I do cuss quite a bit. I'm kind of keeping it the fuck down, but I do know I cuss quite a bit. So if that's something you're not into, I'm sorry. It's okay, I get it. But I do cuss quite a bit. So in this part of the video, I also did try different types of lightings for this piece. So you seen, like, it was gonna be a backlight, like a rim light, but I was like, it's just not. So even in the sketch, you can see it was gonna be like a rim light, but I was like, I'm not feeling it. Like, I feel like we can choose a better lighting scenario for this. And you always see me like color my sketch. I always color my sketch and try different lighting scenarios on there. But when it came time to do the values and really figure out where do I want my light, I was like, no, I do not want a rim light. So I kind of did like a right side lighting, and I think that I think it just turned out so much better. I think it turned out so much better, and I am happy I did make that change. You tell me, should I have like stuck with the room lighting, or should I, with the lighting I chose really good? I want to start getting into more dynamic poses and really start doing more studies. I'm thinking about posting some of my studies on Instagram. Right now, I just post like finished art reels, small business stuff, but I don't really show me like doing art studies, like what poses, or if I try to attempt someone else's style, like stuff like that. I haven't really done that. I have done one art collab before, and I kind of want to do that again. And I'm in touch with a Twitch creator. Her name is, I know she doesn't do YouTube. Let me double check actually. She is very sweet, and we had like one Discord call and everything, but she's very busy with school, so I can't guarantee when we are going to be able to do a cute collab. But they are very, very sweet, and I love talking to them. They go by Ash. That's what it was, Ash, and they have like a cute clown YouTuber. I think it's so cute. And I'm not a fan of clowns, but hers is like really cute. And she's also an artist on VGen. I'm an artist on VGen. Have yet to get a commission, but if you would like to commission me, please find me on VGen. I would gladly do. As you can see my type of work that I do. I do want to expand and do like character sheets, stuff like that, maybe Chivas, but I don't know yet. Sorry if this feels like a ramble. This is my first time just going and just doing like an off script. I have some things in my mind I wanted to talk about, and some things that I just like maybe wanted to mention, but not sure. So this is like that type of art video. Once again, if you would prefer just an art video where I just do an intro and a quick talk, then we go to nothing but music, let me know. I know some people fall asleep to art vlogs. I get it. Oddly enough, I do not fall asleep to art vlogs. I study art vlogs. I like art videos. I love studying art videos because so many people have different techniques, and I'm like, I never thought of doing it that way. That's so smart. Like the technique I use in here, where it's the blue and the red shadow that goes over the shadow layer. Yeah, it goes over the shadows and value layer, and it just adds more depth to it. And I cannot remember what person I seen do that, and I said, that is so smart. It adds so much depth, and it makes it look so much better. And it oh my god, it just makes the skin look way more alive. Ever since then, I cannot stop doing that. With my art, if you see like a tab at the top and it says like Demon Baddie, I study my art. I want to make a video about this, but I study my art. I will sometimes go back and look at old art and look at layers, because I'm human. Sometimes I forget, what did I do? I was like, I really like how this looked. What did I do to do that? I will go back and unclick layers to just see and look through, and I said, oh, okay, I did that to get that effect. That's what I got to do. And with me working with grayscale, it really just took me back to when I did traditional, because I used to really work with like graphite pencils, and I still have my entire set, and was really good at doing values and everything and blending. And then I switched to digital, and that was its own new learning curve, and the next learning like different anatomies and stuff like that, and trying to grow more. So with my art, I'm still on my art journey like everyone else, and so I'm not good with just picking colors and going in doing that, because sometimes it either looks muddy or something just doesn't look right. It just looks off. Not to say like it all looks bad, but it just looks off, and I can't never tell why. So I start doing values. So my last few art pieces, I've done nothing but with values and did that color layer with it, and it's turned out so good. My Demon Baddie one, I did it with values. My Sleepy Rena one, I did that with values. And my Elf in the City one, which is still Rena, that is another OC I did. That one does not have values. No, Sleepy Rena has, but the one in the city doesn't, okay? Even though I love the one in the city, it is a class, like, I love it. Kind of want to go fix something in there, but I'm not going to touch it because I've done, and it's just going to be like a piece to show me where I am. And when I do better and get better at art, it's going to show me like, okay, this is where you were, this is you now. But no, I want to continue to use values because I see not only it kind of speeds up the process, and I can always go back and change the shadowing to give it a more depth feel, while still also doing a little bit of cell shading. I'm sorry, I do have a speech impediment, so it does kick in sometimes, but a little bit of cell shading and giving me the depth and feel that I want. And it really just makes and brings out the piece a little more, especially when I do it on skin. As you see, like, it gives, like, you got the shininess, you got the dark areas, everything, without even having the skin color. If you notice, like, why it just seems like the boobs just got bigger or looks different than the sketch, it's because there are some, like, anatomy issues that I noticed while, like, doing it. And so I had to bring the knee out. I was like, it's kind of weird that the boob where the armpit stuff is supposed to meet is so far down, nowhere near it. So I had to go through and fix that because I noticed my mistake and I wasn't just gonna let that be. But stuff like that, I really like working with values and picking up on different techniques. So I do study my own art in that sense, as it does make it easier. And obviously it's good to study not only your art but others people's art. But I literally want to make a video about me just talking about just that, is studying your art, studying your own art. Like, it's okay. Like, you can learn what you didn't like, what you did like, what made you like want to change it, everything. As you see now, the hair doesn't look as flat. I gave it more depth. I'm so happy I changed the hair. You have no idea. I'm so happy I changed the hair, and I'm so happy how the eyes turned out. Okay, eyes are also a big issue. If it's not hands, it's an eye. Okay, because it's like I get the shape of an eye, which is cool, but the moment I add the pupils, it's like she looks fucked up, or like I can't color it right. I want to do some experimenting and try different eye styles, just to try to see like what am I really feeling and everything. But as you see, this lighting scenario was way better than the other ones. Okay, as you see, it's way better. Typically with my art, I do a paint over. So even with hair, I would usually do a paint over. This time I did it a different type of style than paint over, just to try to see like if I like this better, or do I kind of want to go back to painting over. Pieces like my Ozen, that's a paint over hair where I just did like, you still got line art, but I would go over the complete line art, do new lines, make it look more fluffy and more depth, and that's going in with its own colors and own values. But this one I did values and put the colors over it, kind of like I did the skin, just to like kind of just see like, would I prefer this, or would it be easier? Would it speed it up? Do I like the look of this better? Does it fit? I do like the look of this. I'm not 100% on it, as I may just mix this technique with a paint over. I kind of want to try that. I want to try that if I really do, because this one is cute, but it's still like, it's quite cartoonish. I don't, that's weird. It's like it's stylized, which so is paint over. Like, I wish I could really explain like the look, but I really do like this hair. Don't get me wrong. I really like this hair. I just don't know if I should have did a paint over or not. That's what I'm debating. I'll show like little images of my paint over style. I don't never paint over everything. I paint over like clothes. So like I'll erase line art for this one. I didn't do a paint over. I just did like values for this one. But typically with clothes like Rena in the City, that's a paint over. That's a lot of paint over. The bunny with the wings and that's completely paint over. That's like sculpted in type of paint over. Like you sculpt that boy in with the different thing. Yes, that's completely painted over. I love that piece. That one took a long time. That's the one. That one took a long time. And I'm more mad about that one because, and I have like a short of it. It's on my Instagram, and it's like when you have trust issues, and I like copied, okay? I copied the file, not thinking of the Speedpaint. I copied the file, because I didn't trust what I was about to do. And I was like, just in case I mess up, I always have a backup file for where I was just at. Just for me to never go to that file, go back to that file. So since I did that, in part of the Speedpaint, when you export for Clip Studio Paint, it just goes black. It literally just goes black, and then next to a flash the done. And I said, that looks so fucking sketchy now. And I'm mad because that's one I would have studied. That's an art I would have studied because I absolutely love that art. And I hate trying to open up that file because it is such a big file. There were so many layers in there. So many layers. When I mean so many layers, so many layers. I can open it up, like it's fine. It's just, it's gonna take a second to open because there were so many layers and so much going on. Oh my god. That's when I would have studied. Because I love the lighting, the everything, the angle, the... Oh my god, I love that one. But this one, I really love. I really love. I love the depth in her. There are some things I would love to change or maybe in the future redo this pose maybe. But all in all, I really love this. I can't wait to draw more of her. But I think I have like some drawing ideas for her. So I'm gonna get those sketches out. But I also need to do sticker designs and other like business admin stuff. So you probably won't see much content of her for a second, as I do want to do people like fan art, and I cannot not do what the people want, and I'm going to probably do some fan art, probably of Apothecary Diaries. I love Darling in the Franxx, so 02 will probably be coming up. We're coming to the end of this video, and look, a paint over. We're just talking about that, but we're coming to the end of this video, and thank you for airing my long rant over just talking. Welcome to the channel if you're new, and if you like content like this, please feel free to like and subscribe. And I'm not good with the outro, so alright, bye.